Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Starcraft Triathlon, a game that's absolutely ridiculous and insane, and we're playing on a ridiculous and insane map. Of course, we have here Fnatic Arena. The players are already attacking with workers everywhere. It's almost impossible to tell anything that's going on, but a multitude of colors are splashing all over the screen. And remember what Bob Ross says, there are no mistakes, only happy accidents, and all these drones will be happy and potentially accidentally attacking and bumping into each other here and there. It looks like for now, though, mostly just people just mining in peace. It's, you know, just... Oh, no, we have a bit of attack between player 9 and player 12. Big moves over here. These AI are really getting upset at each other, and they're starting to battle it out. Keep in mind, all of the AI have a 50% handicap to help allow players to... overcome the AI, because we've had some problems. We've had some problems with the AI. They've been too strong. It's almost they've beaten the human beings that come to play the triathlon, and that's a little bit too strong. Taking a look at, oh my god, I forgot there are 12 players. Yep, we're not doing that. We've got a spine crawler here, and Dark Minions is bringing it up and battling it out over here with some of the SCVs. And oh, the spine crawler gets killed. A bit unfortunate. Needlite building a spawning pool. And if you're wondering, why aren't they just building Zerglings? Well, that is all about today's constraint. This triathlon's constraint is, you're a wizard, Harry. And that means that you can only build units with energy bars in addition to workers, observers, not literally observers, but detectors. And what was one more thing? Overlords. You can build overlords, obviously, because without overlords, it would be ridiculous. So let's take a look at the outside. Shaku has managed to get out, as has Ektar and Ace right next to each other. Mad Dog is building a cannon setup over in this direction. Player 9 has spotted it out and is going to attempt to destroy him. This map is pretty interesting because it's insane. Everyone hates it, and it's incredibly challenging. Thus comes in the hate. And so, you know, with Brood War coming up and the rise of things being more difficult, you know, we got to make things more difficult. Queens, of course, have energy bars, so you can build them. No problem there. It's in a really nice position, too. It just kind of worked out. Needlite in a really good spot. Got a lot of cost efficiency out of that Queen. Very nicely done. Over here, it looks like green versus red, with green having the advantage. That's Ace. And ooh, that's an AI with the Zealot coming out. Zealots don't have energy bars. AI don't follow the rules. And it's all been really about a timer before this moment in the game happened, before the AI started getting units out. And Needlelight says no Zealots at the AI, but the AI does not listen. It won't listen, and the madness ensues. And we're gonna start to see. Tricky. No big tech or units coming out just yet. Let's see. Ooh, wow. Wow. Shaku has really quickly made it to a Ghost Academy. Supply blocked at the moment, but the first energy unit comes out. I will kill it. Or I'll kill it, says Mad Dog. And finally, it looks like Needlelight and Dark Minions, though, fighting against each other. Dark Minions will manage to take this down. And if you can just keep his Queens alive, he's going to be in a pretty good spot. Looks like the Spine Crawler will finish. And remember, the person who controls the center of the map has a lot of power. They have these high-yield minerals to mine, and there's so many of them. I think these are rich Vespene geysers. That means they mine at a faster rate as well. Ooh, and the Spine Crawler is in range of Needlite spawning pool. Big problem for Needlite, and he'll have to start rebuilding almost right away. In the meantime, on this side, a couple of ghosts have come out, and we're beginning to see the players overcome the AI just a bit at this little 75 hit point Zealot. This 75 hit point Zealot has managed to get 14 kills and is now an instructor. That's an impressive Zealot. Ooh, Ektar though with the Queens. Snipes coming into place, not gonna work. If you get interrupted, you really have to do those from far away. And they will run for the time being. And looks like Dark Minions taking pretty firm control of the center here. Very nicely done, continuing to build. Ooh, looks like more hatcheries and Queens as well. Dark Minions and Needlite right with each other here. fighting it out, and with the help of the other queen, should be fine. Starts to focus the weakened queen, though. He's got to pull that back. Oh my god! Saves it. Just barely saves it. Nicely done. And Ace doing pretty well also with this sort of clockwork spine crawler push. He's at, you know, he's hanging out at about like 7 o'clock right here, and he really wants to get over to 9 o'clock. Moving into 8 o'clock here. Time marches forward. And, oh, player 10. Wow, Ace and player 10 have really similar colors. Those are really, really similar colors. And Ace does have the space over here. And he's beginning to set up. Beginning to march his entire... He's really filling it out. He's got spine crawlers all along this entire... Even the outside, the outer circle. He's starting to push forward. Oh, man, if Mad Dog distracting that spine crawler for a second does help out a little bit. I don't know if it'll be enough. Spine crawlers are really, really powerful on the ground. And we're really starting to build up. Shaku has... How many is this? It's got 5 ghosts. They've got a decent amount of energy. He's starting to take away the computer power here. And, ooh, look at Ace. Look at Ace. Who in chat said, challenge accepted, when I was giving everyone a hard time for not accepting the challenge. And has done so quite well pretty early on. It's looking like Dark Minions and Ace having the strongest control of the center. Maybe a little Ace-Ektar alliance going on here. They seem to not be fighting each other too much. Collusion, backstabbing, and betrayal all encouraged here at the Triathlon. And we are going to be getting into position here with the spine crawlers. Continuing to move around. He's only got 1 spine crawler left. But depending on how you get this set up, right? These are not in range of each other at the moment. And as soon as this gets in here, he should be bursted down quite quickly, especially if he focus fires. Looking pretty good for Ace. And the incomes are quite strong for everyone, but Shaku actually has the best income at the moment. Oh, and we have a big attack coming over here. EMPs are down. He's got to get the Overseers. He's got to get the Overseers so he can cloak forever. Steady shot in the Overseers. Come on, get him. Yeah, not being Zerg is a death sentence mod on this map. And the jumping to conclusions begins. It's a really important sort of thing that we do here, is that we create something totally new, and then we jump to make gigantic conclusions about what that means. Similar to the general way of things in Starcraft. We start to see those tendencies come out. Ooh, he's gonna get this mothership core. Very nicely done. And now we have a bit of a standstill between Mad Dog and Ace. Oh wow! Ooh, look at this! Look at Needlelight getting pushed out of the middle and then coming back with this high ground advantage. It's gonna try and hurt the gas economy of Dark Minions. Workers have been pulled. And, oh my god, player 10. Player 10 has managed to do all right here. Not bad. Not bad in the slightest. Meanwhile, it's Ghosts versus Queens in the bottom right. Oh my god. Oh, and he's already got a Raven. Man, Shaku, as usual, really playing out the free-for-all segment just expertly. Almost every time. Remember that the 4 players that will move on from this phase of the tournament will be the 2 versus 2 and the 1 versus 1. Excuse me. They will play the 2 versus 2 and the 1 versus 1. And they are the winner of this free-for-all, the person who kills the most buildings, and the person who kills the most structures. And remember, structures are really, really important. Getting structure kills makes a big difference. We sometimes see players with just 5 structure kills winning the structure kill war. So keeping that in mind, staying focused, trying to take down enemy structures is a very strong way to ensure your movement into the next phase of the game. And okay, player 7 and player 10 slowly getting pushed out of the center. Oh man, little hit and run tactics. Oh, and actually he's gonna force some hurt on the economy of Ace. with the enemy broodlings there. That was kind of cute. And Ace has some pretty strong control of this this area. Ektar and Ace. Oh, see that he started pulling away there. Ghost getting into position here. How are they doing on upgrades? No upgrades just yet. Gas units take a lot of gas units. Energy units take a lot of gas, so makes a lot of sense that we're not seeing too many upgrades just yet. Planetary fortresses, though, when you don't have a structure that can shoot the ground without having units inside of it, except the planetary fortress, sometimes you just gotta go for the PF. Bro Jack would be proud. Oh man, look at this. He's actually not building any supply depots, I think. Oh no, he is building some, but I mean he's essentially using his mineral dump to build tons of command centers. Finally, one of the dreaded computers die. Oh, he almost focused down the most dramatic death unit, by the way, is the Ghost. He almost focused down the Overseers there. Didn't really need to. Should be able to get this as well. Ooh, pathogen glands and infestors coming out. We're starting to get into this next phase where the Zergs are moving into their infestor tech. It's gonna be really powerful, especially in the late game against any Ravens. We do have one Protoss left. Is building an Oracle and a fleet beacon for +2 attack, maybe? It's a little bit tricky. I don't think Oracles actually get more damage with their upgrades. I'm not sure. I just remember they shred mineral lines regardless of their upgrade status. Oh my god. And here we have the culmination of the Spinecrawler Queen War in the center. Has managed to get some infestors behind this as well. Very nice moves. Not neglecting the tech too much. Is that his only spawning pool? Not that he needs it as long as he keeps his lair alive, but... Ooh, nicely done over here. Not going to need detectors if you have fungals. Might be seeing that come up in the future. Oh, and the infestors begin to rain heck down from above. Just kidding, guys. They're raining fire and brimstone, as is usual. Oh man, they made a trap. Oh my god. It's like a Jarvan 4 trap. You're locked in here. The battle of temporary units begins. Pylon goes down. How's our Protoss buddy doing? Ooh, he's gonna have a mothership. He's gonna have a mothership. That is an interesting way to play this. Going right for the mothership. Should be able to at least buy him some time. In the meantime, though, Infestor versus Infestor wars all over the place. Oh my god. This is so messy. Oh my god. And Shaku, I think, has got the expert strategy here. He's turtling up like a maniac. He's got so much turtling. Maybe the next constraint should somehow incentivize no turtling. That would be fun. That would be a fun way to play. Dark Minions was defeated and has left the game for all his Zergy Zergo penis. He has been completely defeated and deathed into death. Oh, Fungal going down. So many infested Terrans as well. Cannons are trying to fight it off, but now the Red Zerg is going to come in from the north. Get ready to cue Zerg OP comment from Mad Dog. Will it happen? Only time will tell. I do feel bad for Mad Dog, though. Look at this. He's got nothing left. He's going for +2 air for his singular air unit. Some nice snipes end up landing. They're sort of long battles. Interesting. The queen versus queen, because they're so tanky. The fights are getting drawn out a bit, which is interesting. It's gonna be tough to beat Shaku though. Where's his army at? It's surprising he's only got 3 ravens. He's been really turtled up for a long time. I guess just, you know, focusing on spending money on planetary fortresses, focusing on staying alive. Ace though, oh my, what is his income at? Ace is at 3,000 minerals a minute income. Holy crap. This is insane. I assume he's maxed out, right? Yeah, Ace is maxed out. Ace got control of the center. He held it, he kept it, and now he's leveraging it into his opponents, but I don't know. I mean, even if this, I don't know if this amount of economy can overcome this defense. Obviously, we're going to run into cost-inefficient trades against the PFs, but, well, I don't know. If you use all the temporary units, right, they cost nothing, so that's a cost-efficient engagement. If you can get some on the high ground, maybe start shooting some of these down. Certainly possible. A little bit of a queen attack over here from Ektar. Gonna get himself some nice kills. Burn out a bunch of energy, maybe a bit too much. Keep in mind, since all the units that are getting built are energy units, it is a bit of a war for energy. Oh my, what, the Mad Dog is technically alive. Props to Mad Dog for sticking it out and not throwing any more Zergo P comments out into the chat. Well done. Well done, very nice. Nice attack there. Getting the scan off. A lot of kills. Vipers are technically an option, but I don't know how good they would be in this position. Player 10 is finally defeated as well. Mad Dog technically still in it, but mathematically out of it at this point. Unless he has a probe somewhere, which I don't think he has. And the Queen Army. Queens are so good. Queens are so ridiculously good. If you're a Zerg player and you're struggling to spend your money, just build more queens. Oh my god. The infestor backup is here though, under the ground. We should start seeing that come to fruition. There, the fungals. As the map has been nice and evenly divided into quarters, more or less, with Ace having the middle as well. You can make a lot of these trades and not really worry about it because you've got so much income. What is his bank looking like? 4K. My god. Yeah, he may have the biggest bank at the moment. And Zerg being able to remax, very strong way to do things. Interesting move here. He's just sending the queens in to fight. Maybe just trying to bait energy out but keep his infestors alive. Oh, here we go. Taking this high ground position. And moving forward, this is the lair. And the infestation pit is here for Needlelight. He definitely needs to rebuild somewhere. Doesn't look like he is at the moment. But if he loses the lair, the spawning pool, and the infestation pit before he starts rebuilding, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. In the meantime, Ektar, yeah, Ektar and Ace definitely have an alliance. They're just walking past each other, not attacking each other ever. It's a good way to approach the game. If you're running, you know, if you want to make it to the end, have an alliance. Work together with somebody. It's actually pretty rare in triathlons to see that happen, but I think it's a really strong strategy that as we have more triathlons, I think more people are going to come to realize that it's very powerful and start to collude with each other. And that'll make things even more interesting. Ghost moving in. Safety scan so that way he doesn't get caught unawares by any burrowed infestors. I really like that change, by the way. They're going to make burrow move units more visible without detectors. It's always been possible to see burrowed units without detectors, but it's really tough sometimes. And it's really, really hard on creep, I've found. There are a couple of graphic settings that can help you out a little bit, but not all that much, to be honest. Look at this. Static defenses. And just queens. I feel like at this point he's more or less just kind of sacrificing the queens and trading cost inefficiently. Because if he just keeps doing this, he has more income. He can just pump out queens forever and continue on. Oh, he has decided to go for... Interesting. What do we have? Blinding Cloud? I forgot about Blinding Cloud. That could be quite strong, potentially. Especially with these queen battles going around. I think less strong for the ghosts, though. We'll have to see. Oh my god, Ravens. Sticking with 3 for the time being, at least in this particular attack. We'll be able to burst down a lot of hit points there. And yeah, all these tech structures have been destroyed. Have they been rebuilt? Oh man, the infestation pit only now coming down. He's gonna be really careful about keeping these units alive. It's looking like Ace versus Shaku is gonna be the way things go. But you never know. Gotta be careful. These queens just joining the fray to support the mighty Ace in his quest to dominate the left side of the map. Alright, so these bases are mined out now. And we're running out of mining. We're going to be running out of mining bases on the outside. That's going to force players to the inside over time. Mad Dog finally officially defeated. Well done, staying in the game until the last moment, being tenacious, finding that inner tenacity, making it happen. Much respect. Guys, I heard Transfuse is pretty good. I heard it's pretty good. You should try it out. Because Ace is making it work. Man, queens are so ridiculous. Oh, he's got to be careful there. Wow. There was at least one fungal there would have caught his entire ghost army. Really nice moves here with the missile turrets to help with the detectors as well. Got one set up already. So many EMPs. Upgrades? Nope. Nope, just sticking with his spells. Probably a really strong way to do it. Ooh, Needlelight. Ooh, look at this little move. Look at this little move. He will get scouted by this drone, but... Oh no! Oh no, he can't see the high ground. Could have been perfect to fungal. Looks like finally this spawning pool for Ektar will go down. Interesting. More and more queens being gathered up. Ektar not teching up or choosing anything else but queens, but he is getting upgrades. Ace already has 3-3. Oh, big fungal lands on the ghosts. Banshee's coming in. Ooh, Seeker missiles. That might be a good way to deal with things. I think he's gonna need a lot more Ravens, though. Never mind, never mind. He's trying the Banshee strategy. I don't think there are any detectors here. I don't see any overseers. These Banshees just beginning to rip everything apart. The parasitic bombs could come in here. Fungals doing some detective work here. And this is a really cost-efficient engagement for blue. In the meantime, though, Ektar attacking at the same time. Ace and Ektar working together here. Really could use an overseer on this flank, on this attack. I wonder also if Needlelight has joined the Zerg Alliance against the mighty Terran. careful with those overseers. They're going to be very valuable. And the map is mining out, so you want to be careful with how all this is done. A little bit of harass coming in. Ooh, Needlelight poking the bear. Maybe not the best idea. Banshee's chasing down all these. Oh my god, all the infested Terrans. Chain fungals, though. Quite strong. As Ace is really securing his hold on this game. Needlelight completely defeated, finally. Also, one thing we've learned was a miscommentary by me in past triathlons. When a player is defeated and leaves the game, their remaining units, you don't actually get points for them. You don't actually get them on the score screen. They don't show up as units killed or structures killed. So it actually isn't that useful to go ahead and try to... Oh my god, 55 out of 3. Have you ever seen gas mined this ridiculously? I certainly have not. Get on the high ground with the infested Terrans. Going to sacrifice an overseer for it. Not going to be too much of a problem. Now it looks like Ektar, the Unholy Alliance, the Zerg Alliance, Ektar and Ace versus Shaku. Shaku has won, I think, most of the triathlons that have been recorded so far. It used to be Deathblood back in the day where we didn't record them. We just streamed them all the time. But once we started putting them on YouTube, it's been a new batch of players, and Shaku has been the decided favorite amongst everyone else. Quick tips: you can put a blinding cloud on a planetary fortress and attack it. It's quite effective. But man, I don't know how he's going to deal with this without Ravens. There's no Protoss or Terran, right? So he doesn't have to worry about units that'll kill his energy or feed him back. You know, feedback and EMP are really powerful in this setup, but there's no Terrans or Protoss that he has to worry about. There is, however, the ridiculous economy. Let's take a look really quick. Down to 2,000. Only 2,000 minerals a minute. Not a whole lot of gas going on there, but lots and lots of minerals, which is, you know, why we see that cost-inefficient trading of queens. Really strong strategy. Slowly pushing inward. Oh no, and he's fighting the temporary units. He's got 3 Ravens. This is looking quite dire. And long distance mining gas right now. Any gas that he can get his hands on is so huge. Repairing these planetary fortresses, remember, does cost gas. It's only got about 350 at the moment. Gotta be very careful with how he spends it. He's got to weather the storm here, and it's coming on both fronts. It's very difficult to deal with. He's on auto repair? Not at the moment. Very slow little harassing movements from Ektar with the economy that he has. This planetary fortress strategy has worked out pretty well. The queens just have such a low DPS that it becomes very difficult to push in. The infested Terrans, however, very strong. I think Blinding Cloud landed on, I think, both of these planetary fortresses. Gonna help push through. Nicely done. Oh god, snipes. Sniper, no sniping. And now we have, I think, the full assault from both Zergs on both sides. But at some point, Ektar and Ace have to fight each other. Only one person can come out of this alive. No, those are the rules. And right now, with Shaku looking weaker and weaker, we're waiting for the moment where one of these players decides to get in on the other one. But I mean, JaKaTaKtv might just feel that it's impossible. He may have resigned himself at this point to second place. It's difficult to tell. Yeah, the mineral dump. What's interesting that sort of developed here as a result of this constraint, the mineral dump for Zerg is so strong. Because they can just, you know, go ahead and make tons of queens. Whereas the other races don't really quite have that option. As Ace is going to move in and cut off some of the gas supply of Shaku. And we have a maybe on purpose, maybe accidental battle of queens. Looks like an accident for a minute there. Looked like an accident. There is one way to kill Shaku, and that is to team up on him. Totally valid strategy. Ghosts, Ravens, Banshees, Medivacs. I believe that's it for Terran. But in this particular format, because everyone's making things with energy, Ghosts are really strong. Being able to EMP your opponent's energy units down is very strong. But it's a really, really fragile situation for the Terran player because they get one fungal on their clump of ghosts and it's all over. And that's what happened. Now about 13 ghosts of all clumped up and they got fungled, and that was that. JaKaTaKtv moving in. Nice fungal on all the workers there. Some EMPs. Man, they don't seem to be doing too much. Oh, that's right. EMPs long ago used to get rid of all energy, and then now they only get rid of 100 energy, so it takes quite a few EMPs to reduce the energy of your opponent's army. Fungals, never saying, you know, die to the enemy. Ghosts. Yeah, in retrospect, I feel, first of all, I think that Shaku is going to be okay. I think he's going to end up with most units killed by the end of this, so he should make it through. JaKaTaKtv probably will make it through as well. Generally speaking, the last 3 players end up making it through. And I think that the Raven really is the powerhouse for this format, for the Terran. I really think that the Ghosts are good too, but definitely Ravens. Definitely Ravens. We've seen the mass late game Raven beauty that happens in some Starcraft games. But I think that now is the end for Shaku. He has no gas left, and so cannot repair. And that's gonna be how he ends. And I think this is a really strong alliance. I think JaKaTaKtv and Ace have just decided, okay, we're just gonna let Ace win, or something like that. This is the first time in a recorded triathlon that we've seen non-coincidental alliances. Like really powerful alliances where we're like, yeah, we're allied, we're working together, and we're not hiding it. Queen's taking a long time to kill this stuff. He could throw out some infested Terrans, but he's very smartly saving his energy because he's going to have to fight with his, at one point, ally, Ektar. Oh man, they're leaving Shaku with one building. They tell me they see that. Okay. This is so BM. They're leaving it with one building. Okay, I think they're gonna kill it now. Okay, there it goes. The finale. The full surround. Lifts off and try to run away, but infested Terrans, turns out they're pretty good at killing stuff. Shaku is gone in 3rd place. Nicely done. Cool strategies. Almost made the ghosts work. And now it is between the two Zergs, the one that has a gigantic bank and the one that has no bank at all. More gas, though, actually, for... No, just kidding. This is ridiculous. Blinding Clouds coming in, potentially? Nope. Looks like those units just came in to die. And now the full surround comes in. Neural Parasites! Oh, gosh. That's unnecessary. Great job, especially by Ace here. Managing to hold the center, right? All the gas in this map is in the center. You may have noticed these bases on the outside. One gas over here, one gas over here. All the gas is in the middle of the map. So if you don't control the center of the map, if you don't aggressively... Oh, and he's dancing the units! If you don't aggressively control the center of the map, you're going to fall behind quickly. But that is the hardest place to control, because everyone is there. And Ektar sticking it out until the very end. Ace is going to move through next couple of bases. GG. Well played. Ace is victorious. We'll be moving on into the next round. But who will be moving there with him? We're going to find out in just a second. All right, let's take a look at the score summary. The units and units killed. Ace wins, Shaku in 2nd place, and Ektar. Structures raised, same order. It looks like Ace, Shaku, and Ektar will be moving on into the next round. Really smart move by Ektar and Ace to team up, essentially guaranteeing their movement forward. Everyone else fighting for themselves, and as a result, falling through. The person who will move on in the next round with these 3 players into the 2 versus 2 is up to you. People in the chat, it's up to you to vote. There will be a poll, and you'll have to choose between Need a Light, Dark Minions, and Mad Dog. Only one of them can move forward. You decide. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2 versus 2 portion of our event. As they were allied in the free-for-all, they are allied now. Ektar and Ace. Excellently done. They work together in the free-for-all so that we both make it into the 2 versus 2. They chose each other as teammates. Really smart. Psychological, social moves here from the social human animals, Ektar and Ace. And on the other side, we've got Need a Light, who was 2nd place in the poll. 2nd place, not 1st place, 2nd place. The 1st place winner was Mad Dog, but Mad Dog left. And if you leave, you forfeit your chance to be in the next round of the tournament. So Need a Light getting an opportunity here, leaving the game he was queued for. So much sacrifice, in many respects, to the Teal Protoss. And, of course, our ever winner of the Triathlon, Shaku. Will he be able to win this time? Remember that the constraint this time around is units with energy bars only, aside from overlords, workers, and detectors. We're seeing the first overlords come out on the map, start getting some scouting information. Fast expansions from Team Fire. And on the other side of the map, more tech. Makes sense for the Protoss. Ooh, I like this actually. Okay. Shaku goes for a double expand. and his ally is just going to stand 1 base for a bit. So overall, it's 4 base to 4 base. So hopefully that will balance out. Have pretty even situations here. Getting the mothership core out early is really, really important. But keep in mind, there's no Zergling rushes, right? Maybe not. Maybe it's not important to get the mothership core out early. Maybe because you can't attack with queens across the map very easily, because that takes a while to get going. Maybe really this early 3 base, maybe this greedy play is actually the best way to do it, and Needlelight is making a misstep. We'll be moving right into Stargate, so getting an Oracle in is certainly a way to play this out. Certainly a way to play this out. Or Phoenix. Phoenix are really great, especially in 2 versus 2 free-for-all situations, because they're so fast. Fast units really strong in team-based RTS games. And we're moving into 5 base versus 5 base here. Bit of a worker transfer. Let's take a look at the economies. Much stronger for Team Fire. We will start Oracle at least. We'll see if he moves into Phoenix, or if, you know, Mass Oracle is a possible thing as well. Great job by Ace, though. He's going to scout this. We're going to know what's going down. Immediately morphs into a lair. And I'm looking for Spore Crawlers here. Evolution Chamber. You don't need an Evo for Spore Crawlers. Does he think he needs an Evo for Spore Crawlers? Double Evo. Another hatch. Layers coming out. There's the Spore Crawler. Oh, and he's delaying. Oh. Oh, need a light. Oh, no, need a light is delaying. Gives him time to get the Spore Crawler up. He should be able to get out of position of the Spore Crawler, though. Does take at least 1 hit. Nicely done. Moves over into this mineral line as well, as the economy of our Zerg player gets cut. Ooh, nice position. Look at this. Look at this, like, trifecta of queens here. Very nicely positioned. He is moving into Phoenix, by the way, but not after he's built quite a few oracles. He's going for 2 more. He's going to have a double oracle follow-up, I suppose. This buddy, I guess, is just going to stay home. No oracles left behind, except that one. Poor buddy. Nidus. Very, very strong way to utilize the queen advantage in this particular format. Just a little bit of scouting from these oracles. They're starting to build up energy. And, oh, another oracle. Okay. All right. See if they can get anything done. Careful about that Spore Crawler. Don't have their weapons turned on. Oh, there we go. Weapons turned on now. Nice bit of Oracle micro there. Kind of a wall of queens set up to accept him into their loving embrace of claws of death. Like your pet cat. And they don't want any belly rubs. And they go, and they attack you. That is similar to the embrace of the queen. First outside base being taken by the blue team here. I'm really starting to mass up this air army. Pathogen glands coming out. It's going to be critical to utilize these units before it's too late. Before they get fungled and all taken down in a giant fiery explosion of doom and destruction. I suppose. Can't really be sure. More Phoenix being chrono boosted out here. They could just be playing Contain. It would be, I think, a relatively strong way to play this out, right? Just focus on denying these outer expansions and holding their own. Could be in a pretty good spot. Gonna run in. They're gonna see the Nidus. Keeping vision out of the map as well. This one Overseer could could be the unit that allows Teamfire to get a Nidus into the right position and just rip everything apart. Let's take a look at the unit counts. 12, 10 queens, 11 queens. We still are seeing this mass queen strategy with the infestors starting to come in as well. As far as upgrades are concerned, our Protoss has gotten none so far. And going for High Templar. Feedback, very, very powerful. It's not even going to be necessary in most cases to get Storm, because by definition, every unit that's going to fight you is going to have an energy bar. So if you just get enough, High Templar, then you'll be able to feed back and you'll be in a pretty good spot. But the Nidus is beginning. Whole blue team is getting ready. It was a double Nidus and targeted down right away. Well done. Outer base being taken. If it's scouted, and it should be here. Oh, the useless Phoenix. They're just like, guys, there's a base here. Okay, you know, Phoenix, take care of that base. As well, we can't. Aren't you like super advanced technologically units? Yeah, but we can't aim downward. It's a flaw in the design. We literally can't aim downward. Oracles come in. Can aim downward. Oh, gotta be really careful with this fungal. Oh, what a great fungal! Catching a lot of these Phoenix. As long as he can chain it, should be able to finish them off. Saves the expansion as well. Very nicely done. But the High Templar are beginning to warp in. I'm going to start to build up their energy. The Queens. Oh, we're getting close here. We're getting close to a Queen versus Queen battle. Blue's got a decent Queen count up. Cannons. Great mineral dump for the Protoss. Securing territory is critical here. Being able to gain advantage from it. This High Templar continuing to get warped in. Did he research Storm? He did not research Storm. He is researching the defensive upgrades, both shield and air armor. Cool choice here from Needlelight. But at this point, Ace has secured the base over here. And this base isn't mining too much, but it is mining gas. You look at the economies. It's actually, you know, in the favor of Team Blue here. More oracles on the way, more Stargates as well. High Templars still building up their energy. Ooh, nice. Some revelations. Keeping track of the army. Terrain is beginning to become quite important. Trying to fight through this choke is going to be tough, especially with having the spine crawler defense here as well. Ooh. Really nice move with the changeling. Double Nidus, and it's not getting noticed. Their attention is being distracted over here. Blue immediately recognizing, oh, unload! 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 Oh no, he's only loading the Nidus now. Too late. Too late. You gotta preload that. But, was it a trick? Double Nidus allows them to capture this base and gain an economic advantage. Storm is going to get called out here. Viper's on the way as well. And that High Templar count continues to rise. 17 High Templar. Ooh. Nice move over here by Team Blue. They've managed, you know, Red team has managed to mine a decent amount. I guess not that much. They've had this base for a while. I was expecting them to have mined more, but couldn't get the workers over there. Ends up being a wasted investment. Unfortunate for Team Fire as the economy battle still continues on. Ace just carrying really hard here with this 4-base economy at the moment. Oh man, are we going to start seeing the feedbacks now? There are no fungals available. There are no fungals with this army. It's only queens. I wonder if he's saving it. I wonder if he's saving... Trying to use them. Interesting. Going for a storm instead. Actually, I don't know which is going to do more damage, mass feedback or storm. I feel like it would be feedback. Could easily be wrong. No infestors. Gotta be careful to spread those feedbacks out. A couple of additional feedbacks on the same queen. Can really only do one feedback per queen. If you do more, you end up wasting energy. And energy is such a critical resource in this particular format. Phoenix Army still ready to go. More and more infestors begin to pour out. Burrow being upgraded by the final Zergs. All the Zergs will have Burrow once this is done. Need a light. Oh my god, look at all the High Templar. Oh, he's gotta be careful. He's gotta be really careful. A fungal. Oh my god, a fungal here would be tremendous. They're all clumping up. Gonna go ahead and focus down these Phoenix for the time being. Let's take that threat off the board. Easy high ground defense of this position for Team Fire. Oh, he's gonna be so careful. Nice dodge of the fungal there. Oh my god, all these oracles. They're just having a break. They just went to bed. They're like, hey, should we sleep over here next to the enemy? And it's like, yeah, probably not. It's like, well, we're gonna do it anyways, see what happens. Oh man, that's really unfortunate. So much damage. You can burst down spore crawlers and defenses with that number of oracles very easily. This is like the Zerg version of a gully push. Like, using the low ground to get in position. Oh, the yoinks. The yoinks are big. Nice storms coming down. Trading energy for temporary units. I think the temporary units actually come out ahead there. The amount of energy that they cost. Really, when it comes down to it, you're trading energy for energy. Because it's not like they're swarm hosts. There we go. Now we're seeing the feedbacks come into position. Oh, he's feedbacking the same ones. Gotta keep feedbacking different ones. Reflex there, I think, from Needed Light to save his High Templar. We will have to take some of his attention away from the game to kill the Archon. That's part of the cost of mistakes. Nice blinding clouds here. Yeah, actually, you know, the zoning of the blinding clouds in these queen versus queen battles, I think, can be quite strong. Attempting to run by.
Welcome to the pack.
Welcome to the pack, Sir Peak. 0-0. Glad to have you with us. Detectors of all kinds are allowed. Everyone gets as many detectors as they like. Cannon's not enough DPS. Let's see how much he's managed to mine out of this base. Not too much. Not too much either. Securing these outer bases is going to be pretty critical. And Needlelight really running low in economy as the bases start to run out. Ace! Oh my god. Making a big move over here, taking both of these bases. And this is going to be a really important point of contention. The map is kind of split in half at the moment. Hashtag production value. Ooh. Nicely done. Excellent feedbacks there. The longer you wait between battles, the more effective the feedbacks are going to be, because you don't have to worry about feeding back a unit that will not die instantly. Having too much energy can be a liability as well. Trying to just continue to try to hold on to this base. Quite tough. And the Robo is on the way. Some storms to assist. Really tight choke. It's going to be hard to get through here. Oh, man. Big moves from our red flare. But ultimately will be deterred for the time being. I think these cannons have range. Wouldn't show the rangefinder to me, but I think they have range on that mineral line. Some more cannons getting pushed into this location. Ace is declaring an attack over there. This might be it. That might be the full let's just go kill them in their face attack. Terrain very important here. Choosing where to engage. Ah, +3 shields. I haven't seen that upgrade in a long time. For his cannons, no doubt. Oh, here we go. Nidus everywhere. 3 locations at once. Shaku actually put, like, pretty much nothing over here. So if he loses his base, it's not going to hurt him too much. But they are out. They're unloading from multiple locations. Only 2 queens over here, so this will be the weak point to start. Everything moving backward, and as they pull the enemy back, it looks like Ektar is going to use this moment to attack this base. Some stormers left behind doing the storming. I think they're okay. I think this defense is going to hold over here in the meantime. No detection against these infestors. Queens are going to try to run away and unload elsewhere, perhaps. All right. More and more. Ooh, he's managed to get a decent amount of queens out of this one, but looks like he's going to retreat now. In the meantime, while all this has gone down, oh, huge fungal on all the Vipers. Really nicely done. Storms are going to come down and blanket all the infested Terrans. Some feedbacks land as well. Oh, no unloading happening. No unloading happening. Only 3 queens in any case. Might not be the best move at this moment in time. Trying to break through all this stacked defense. Proving quite difficult. Some fungals and infested terrans will clean this up. And looking at the economies, keep in mind the banks are going to be pretty important here. Ace and Shaku doing quite well. But Ektar is having some trouble. Fortunately, he's got a decent amount of gas, which is really the most critical resource here when you can only build units that have energy bars. Double Nidus. More Nidus moves. I think this one's going to make it. Getting into both positions. Ooh, this is a total distraction Nidus Worm. There's not even anything in the Nidus. This is complete distraction. Nice tactical move there from Red. No storms on these infested Terrans. So they're going to get pretty decent value. We'll start cutting into this base a bit. Oh, but, oh man, the infestors are all out of energy over here. And so Shaku is going to be able to cut down the infestor count of Ace pretty significantly. Lots of queens going down to feedback. Oh my god, the blood. Gonna be able to clear out this Nidus. Ektar has no income now. This bases should get cleaned up. Nice fungals on the workers. So many workers here. That might be, oh my god, very close to all the workers that Needlelight has. He actually has to start rebuilding workers. Not something you want to do this late into the game. In the meantime, we do have the main engagement in the center. Fungals landing on these infestors. They should be able to back off. And we got a lot of high energy units here. The feedbacks may come into play. He's making a move. But he's going to sacrifice all his High Templar to do this. Oh, I'm sorry, all his High Templar. Never mind. He has 37 High Templar. That's not true in even the slightest meaning of the word. These High Templar holding this base. It's amazing that he's been able to hold this base with his opponent having the high ground this entire time. Yeah. Some continued high ground harassment in this base over here. Back and forth. I have a feeling these are going to be the last two bases in the field when this is all over. Some mineral patches left over here. A few minerals, but not very much. And this base down to 4 patches. This one down to 4 patches as well. And everything, pretty much everything else is mined out. I think these are depleted too, yeah. These guys are depleted. And so now we're just sort of working with what we have, for the most part. And this is where energy units really shine. This is where they're really useful in these situations where the map gets mined out. You can get a lot of value out of them, so. Neither team really out of it just yet. It's going to have to, I think, come down to efficient use of energy. Starting to take some queens down. Fungals should come in and clean this up. And feedbacks as well. Managed to snap a queen there. Supplies right now. Ektar is having a hard time with 36 supply. Only 7 infestors and 8 queens at the moment. This has been a really lopsided. Oh my god! Oh! Just losing so many infestors. So much energy, excuse me, from the infestors there. Doing a little dance for the crowd. Always fun. I may start trying out just some really specific unit composition type stuff. A little bit less vague, like energy units only, and something a little bit more specific. Maybe we'll try to find like what people consider the most honorable. Oh, sick plays! Oh, this is awesome. He needs more blinding clouds though. Throwing down the blinding clouds to let the infestors come in. Ooh, very nice feedbacks. Nice feedback flanks. Man, how did he even get High Templar over there? Nicely done. He's gonna be able to feedback a lot of these as well. We'll need the storm. That's perfect. A perfect storm. This is all coming down to Ace, really, at this point. He's building 18 more infestors, my god. He's got to be able to carry his team here. Or help secure another mining location for either himself or Ektar. This is where shared control is very useful. A lot of these team tactics, team game tactics are underexplored in StarCraft because we don't have a lot of team tournaments. We don't have a lot of 2v2 type stuff going on. So if you're not used to 2v2, these kind of things generally won't really pop into your head as ideas. Ooh, Needlelight trying to conquer this area with some cannons. Oh man. Should be able to burst this down. Actually, might just let him come out and get some kills with the feedbacks. Nope. Gonna deny there. Taking a hatcher down. I think these are all replenishers for the energy of the Vipers. There's there as meals. Drone sacrifices coming in. Ooh, man, those feedbacks. That instant damage, though. No counterplay. No option there. The range is a bit shorter, so you really got to be paying attention. Infestors? Wait. Fungal does 30 damage. It does take 2, right? Don't they have 60 health? They do. 2 fungals to kill an observer. Man, fungal does so little damage. Ooh, gonna catch a lot of things out of position here. A little bit of redundant feedbacking. Does get a decent amount. As the fungals get traded back and forth for a bit. And Needlelight, the only player with an economy, is beginning to run out. We have a completely mined out base except for these gas geysers. I think this over here. Otherwise, we're mined out. This base has been more successfully denied by Needlelight than the other way around. It's been Needlelight versus Ektar in these top locations, and Needlelight has managed to maintain the advantage. Ektar with no money, no income, and essentially no way to get more money or income. So it's all down to his control of these 8 queens and 2 infestors in concert with his ally, who's got quite the army. It's going to be an uphill battle for Team Fire for sure, but certainly not an unwinnable position. We'll break through. Oh, he's going to get a bunch of infestors here. Nice move with the detection. Strong trade for Ace as he starts to whittle down his opponent's army. Bit by bit. Oh, man, this is a really important base. They're scouting on this? Not yet. They know the cannons have been coming up. They know this is the last base in the maps. They must know the importance of this one mining base left. There's so many minerals here. Getting your hands on those minerals is certainly not easy. Very powerful. Neural parasite to use the feedbacks against him. That's fantastic. Big fungals coming down. No detection for Ace's army. And he sends, oh, and they all get dodged. Phenomenal moves. Great moves from Zashu here. Or Shaku, excuse me. He fungals and then runs in to dodge the other place the fungals would be. Ace's overseers lagging behind. And ends up missing. Nice movement prediction or spell prediction there from Shaku, and that's going to put him well into the lead. One of the more cost-efficient, actually the most cost-efficient player on the board in terms of units lost. It doesn't say much because you don't have the context, right, of how much they've killed with how much they've lost. Really, it's the delta, right, the difference that matters, but still very cool to see. We did see a bunch of units go out there. He doesn't have enough for a Nidus. That's important, right? There's not enough bank there for a Nidus. Neolite actually has quite a bit of minerals left over that he can use to attempt to secure bases. There's some gas here that might be worth mining, especially because gas is Neolite's problem right now. He doesn't have any gas. He wants to increase his army size. That 144 supply army from Shaku, though, going to be very difficult to break. Oh, perfect timing. Phenomenal. I mean, you'd expect more or less perfect timing. Let's see if we get a mass cancel here or not. Looks like no. Neolite doesn't care. He's like, I've got so many minerals. I have 5,000 more after that. This is going to allow Shaku to move in for a bit. Potentially take out these hatches. Some lackluster transfuse. It's like, wait, do I transfuse? Is it worth transfusing these hatcheries in the front? Do I really need them? Do they matter? I think no. Gotta keep your units alive at this point. And I think I've accidentally created the next Swarm Host Infestor, where the game just lasts infinitely long. There we go. Ooh, oh my god! Great move. Great move with the Neural Parasite there. Down to 26 High Templar now. Shaku and Ektar have what they have at this point. There's no more. Ace, more or less, in the same boat. It's really just Need a Light that can still choose to spend on some things if he wants to. Interesting moves. Ace's kind of spine crawler pushing this location. Staying on top of the transfuses there. Nothing lost, nothing gained. misses the observer by just a bit. There, it gets it. How many observers are we left with? 9? And Needlelight can actually make quite a few more if he wants to. Try to break through this location here. Oh man, he's using everything. He's just burning all of his energy out. And he will get some structure kills for this. Nice move with the Neural Parasite. Did save enough energy for that. Cost-efficient moves here from Ace. Ooh, cutting into the detection of Ace. Gonna pick up a... Oh, just barely. He's gonna pick up a kill there. Run away from these infested Terrans. Fungal should hold them still long enough for them to become impotent. This base, this 12 o'clock base, or maybe you call it the 11:30 base. Do you want to get specific about it? Still not taken. Still not held, I should say. It's been taken a few times, but very difficult to hold. The fact that Needlelight held this base is incredible. That, I think, really helped with the efficiency of blue team. Players voluntarily giving their food counts. Ooh. As Ace loses some of his. Shaku remaining silent. Definitely gaining advantage in that little information war. Oh, he managed to get one High Templar with some feedbacks. It looks like not too many as the supplies of our red team plummet. And it looks like Shaku is moving into yet another finals. This time he was playing against Needlelight in the 1 versus 1. Let's see how it goes. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the final round of the triathlon. Spawning in the top right, but a little bit more to the right, it's Needlelight. And spawning in the top left, but more to the center, is Shaku. If you haven't ever seen this map before, this, oh god, this brings back all the feels. This map was the creation of the Planetary Fortress Rush way back in the day. Wings of Liberty and Wings of Liberty Beta. Oh my god. Quick double cancel there. And Gateway coming out. Remember, they can only build units with energy bars. In the interest of time and allowing things to not go on forever, we have decided to play on a tiny little map with a tiny little rush distance once you get past these gigantic walls of rocks with 3 armor. Queens are not going to do too well against that. Pretty fast expansion from Shaku. I think it's a quite strong move. Krodos is being scouted. By the way, they both agreed to play random, so they now know each other's races, but before that they did not. Probably going for another Oracle with this pylon placement. Makes a lot of sense. I'm hoping for sentries. Yeah, it didn't look like Needlelight was interested in building sentries last time around. They're really powerful. Queens, I think, outrange them, though, on the ground, so I think force fields can be really strong. Oh, actually, you know what? I think sentries would beat Queens, because Queens do so little attack damage per hit that Guardian Shield probably completely negates their attack. Like, not completely, but I mean, Guardian Shield plus... Yeah, I think if you went for defensive upgrades and sentries as a Protoss, you'd be able to deal with the Queens. Kind of. The problem is sentries cost 100 gas, right? So even if you were super cost efficient, would you be able to overwhelm? Well, to be fair, force fields can cut down or negate completely the numbers advantage because they can create chokes, right? So with a combination of force fields and Guardian Shield, it could work. It's possible. I don't think we'll see it. Keep in mind, minimum damage, by the way, on any attack is 0.5. With Guardian Shield and superior upgrades, sentries would cut down the Queen attack to 0.5. It's a really, really big difference. He is at least going to build one sentry. It's kind of nice. It's kind of cool. Getting the gases as quickly as possible. Faster expansions, though, from Shaku. So... Oh my god, is this Overlord going to... Oh, 19 hit point Overlord. That's for all you Stephen King fans out there. Going into lair quite quickly. Spore Crawlers. Preemptive Spore Crawlers, even. Did he see it? No, he did see it. He did see it. For some reason, I thought the Stargate was going to be over here. Looks like extra gateway. Ooh, extra gateways over here. Maybe he will build a little bit of sentries. Could be just using it for High Templar, but... Overlord will go down with the Phoenix follow-up. And the Queens begin working down the rocks. Now, in about 1,000 years, these rocks will be dead. In the meantime, though, this Phoenix is going to go ahead and put the tickles all over this Shaku Overlord. They're not really attacks. But eventually, you know, you can be tickled to death, and that's what happened to that Overlord. Poor dude. Poor dude. Or dudette. We don't know. You don't know the gender of an Overlord. You can't tell. Scouting coming in. Twilight Council, yeah, I think he's going right for the High Templar. It's cool to see, because we only announced the rule set about a half an hour or so before the triathlon, so it's cool to see people sort of learn and start adjusting their strategies through the course of the triathlon. Each triathlon has its own like 2 to 3 hour meta that sort of shifts around as time goes on. Keeping Overlords out of your base is going to be pretty important for potential Nidus Worm attacks, but because you have this middle path over here and you're going to have creep all over it already, I don't think Nidus will be that necessary. Not that he isn't ready with the Nidus. Let's take a look at the vision. Man, total darkness on either side. They've staked their claims on the territory. A lot of creep spread. Love this. Even creep spread in the base. Really important to get that additional speed wherever you can. Almost. Ooh. I think you just hit that one, actually, for 9 attacks. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oop. There he goes. He kills 1 drone. On the units lost, we can see that Zerg has lost more than Protoss. Oh, yeah. Already starting to set up. This choke point is going to be a very clear point of contention. Just getting that concave of cannons set up nice and early may necessitate the use of this Nidus network. Is this it? Is this the one? Ooh, this is the one. This is what he's using to get vision for his Nidus, I think. In the meantime, he's like patrolling around, and he'll see this immediately. They make a move. Phoenixes are coming into position. Nidus is going down. Ground forces are very limited. It's going to be up to these Phoenix, but they can't do anything to actually kill the Nidus. He might just have to sacrifice this base. Looks like that's the plan at the moment. Really strong move by Shaku here. Not going right into the main right away, but instead making a move to attack this outer base. Much harder to defend. But we're starting to get these High Templar into position. Feedbacks are going to be strong. Queens come out. Actually, they don't. I mean, a queen comes out, but doesn't really have enough energy. This one does. No attacks, no storm. There we go. Phoenixes are starting to get involved now. Starting to feed back the higher energy queens as well. Pretty strong moves. The cannons are getting involved too. A couple queens will go down. The defense is slowly happening. Nicely done. These Phoenix are working out pretty well. Infestors, though, the follow-up, is going to make things really tricky. You got to finish these queens off, bro. There he goes. There we go. Queens do take a while to die from Phoenix. Oh, wow. Excellently pointed out in the chat. There's no mothership core right now. He's skipped the mothership core completely. Oh my god, he's long distance mining right next to a Nidus. The Nidus doesn't have anything in it at the moment, so it doesn't matter. This is kind of hilarious. Looks like instead, Shaku is focusing on the ground push. I think he sees this cannon, yeah. Realizes that that cannon wall is not going anywhere anytime soon. What if you put like a sentry donut around the Nidus as the units were coming out? Will they all get just squished and stack on top of each other? I know that you can do that in the lab, in the arcade game, unit tester. Yeah, nobody going for the gold base. They might not know it exists, to be fair. We don't know how long Needlelight and Shaku have been playing, so. By the way, isn't it weird that the Nidus Worm dying animation is pretty much the same as the Nidus Worm spitting up units animation? I always think, oh god, units are coming, and then I'm like, oh wait, no, okay, we're totally fine, never mind. Any observers in the field? Okay, we got a couple observers. And ooh, Overlord drops. They're technically still Overlords, and we said that Shaku could build Overlords, so he can do this. He does have the drop advantage. No warp prisms in this format. Should be able to clean off these creep tumors, though. A little bit focused on the Phoenix right now. Should be able to help deny any of these potential drops coming in. There we go. The Sentry is the only unit that he has that can shoot up and down the Sentries. Gonna use that drop to secure the island base. Air control is in favor of Needlelight at the moment. He could use oracles to destroy this. Or just use the Phoenix to continually deny any workers being built in that area. Wait, is he scouted that? Is he? Yeah, it's okay. He knows it's there. He knows it's there. But the crawler push is crawling forward. Crawlers versus cannons. Incoming. Fester count is at 9, so is the High Templar count. If they roll in with full energy, he will literally be able to kill all of them instantly. Oh god. Oh my god. Detection, so important. Does he see this observer? Yes, he does. He knows it's there. He knows it's there. I think this is just to prevent any ferrying of drones to the new base. limit its effectivity. And we are starting to see more sentries get warped in. This is pretty cool. We're hoping to see some sentry action. Looks like we're getting a little bit of this. Force fielding the spines away, potentially. Ooh, and cutting out the detectors. Very nice move there. May have been a little bit accidental, I think. Phoenix is just kind of flying around. Control of the watchtower is had momentarily. Oh, gonna Nidus it out. Nicely done. One Oracle here in position with some energy, but a few Queens should be able to push it out and make some time for Spore Crawlers. Economy strongly favoring Shaku at this point. Spore Crawlers are going to go down before the Phoenixes can get anything done. Oh, no. Sometimes you lift too much. Sometimes you go into the gym and you lift too much. And, oh, he's doing it again. You can only lift 100 pounds. Don't go to the bench and put 200 pounds in the rack. Don't. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. One of the biggest misclicks of the game. Loses pretty much all of his High Templar. No. Being called out in the chat. So unfortunate. That is such a bummer. And it looks like Shaku is going to hold on to this base, at least for the time being. A way to get on that base without War Prisms is the Mothership with recall. Or is it? Wait, do you still have to recall to a Nexus? Oh, I think. Oh, that was the old recall. The new recall. I'm in Wings Liberty mode in my head right now. With the new recall, you have to recall to a Nexus. So this base is literally impossible to take for Protoss with this constraint. He can deny it, but he can't take it, and he's choosing, I think, to just let it go. We'll be able to secure these high bases. Wait, are they on the same? Oh, wait, never mind. They're on the same level. I thought they were up a level. But, you know, very small choke point, but no ramp. We don't see that quite as much anymore. Always ramps to bases. Always ramps. Not so many choke points. Oh, watch out. Watch out, man. The army of the army of sentries is going to try to deal with this. Fungal will go down and should eliminate these units quite quickly. Without too much struggle. What? Two of them get out. They live to tell the tale. Spine crawler push, really powerful here. And Needle Light doesn't seem to really have too much of an answer to the problem. I think a lot of it was about this initial placement, right, of the cannons. You need to make it so if one of these moves forward, they'll get attacked by multiple cannons. But nice little spot over here. Shahu found he can move up. Even then, though, I mean, with enough transfuses, you can just kind of move into position without too much problem. This might be a moment, but now we're being backed up by infestors. No observer in position, so the oracles do not know that this is the case. Using the high ground for a minute. Nice tag. That's a good look at everything going on in the area. They can focus down a Spore Crawler. It's possible. If they focus, they must focus. Nicely done. Looks like they're going to get it. We have units moving en route. Ooh. Not going to be enough. Not going to be enough energy. Burrow, too. Really nice mover here. Shaku with the Burrow saving workers. Oh, my God. Remember Wings of Liberty? Remember when we used to have, like, the most ridiculous amount of airspace in the game? Remember these maps? Oh my god. A little bit of a tag there. Probably fishing for any burrowed infestors that might be about. Shahu biding his time. Having the superior base count. Doesn't really need to aggress too much. Same constraint. Yeah, it'd be interesting to mess around with this a bit. Maybe no static defenses. And maybe one queen per hatch.
Welcome to the pack.
Hey, Guinevere. Hey, just put some vowels in there, man. Or lady, whichever. Guinevere. Thank you for following. Appreciate it. I don't know, man. This mass queen thing seems to be quite strong. Seems to be quite strong. No stack D in the free-for-all is very interesting. Is it just Infestor Viper? Are those literally the only units that you can build? Infestor Viper Queen? I mean, those are the only units being built, really, but I'm trying to think. I don't think there are any more energy units for Zerg. Oh, Overseers. Overseers. Very interesting. The slow march. Here we'll explore true facts about the infested Terran. The infested Terran is a Terran, but it's also kind of a Zerg. Weird. And we have the giant attack moving forward. The attack of the spines. Static defenses. Brojack will be proud. I'm going to cut into this base location. This is painful lol. Neolite not having a solution. Trying to figure out a way to deal with this. I feel like with that many oracles, you could just wreck a base. No? Could you not just wreck a base? A lot of DPS. Fungals though is gonna be what finishes this off. GG, well played. Need a light. Could not figure out an answer. Neither could I. Shahu for the 15,000th time. He is the Bonjour. Okay, Shahu is now officially the first Zerg Bonjour of the triathlon, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. We'll see you next time. Oh, wait a minute. I got scolded. I got scolded for not doing this. I got scolded last time. I'm not gonna wait. We're gonna fix this. We're gonna fix this. My name is JaKaTaK, and as always, thanks for watching. If you have any ideas for videos you'd like me to do, any ideas for triathlons you would like me to do, please leave it in the comment section with any comments, questions, criticisms, concerns, or anything you can let us see in the comment section below. And I did that wrong, and I don't care. See you later.